Hello everyone and welcome to Success Studio. Today we will discuss one of the most important topics in MBA finance. The concept of risk and return. We will understand three things. First, the concept of risk and return. Second, the relationship between risk and return, and third, the measurement of risk and return. Let us begin. In the world of finance, every investment involves two important aspects, risk and return. Return means the gain or profit that an investor expects or actually receives from an investment. It can be in the form of interest, dividends, or capital appreciation. For example, if you invest 1 lakh rupees in shares and after 1 year you get 1,10,000 rupees, then your return is 10%. Risk means the possibility that the actual return may be different from the expected return. In simple words, it is the chance of losing money or getting less return than expected. So, risk is uncertainty about the future return from an investment. If you keep your money in a savings account, the risk is very low, but the return is also low. If you invest in shares or cryptocurrency, the return may be high, but the risk of loss is also high. Therefore, every investor must balance both risk and return. Now let us understand the relationship between risk and return. The relationship between risk and return is direct and positive. That means, higher the risk, higher the potential return, and lower the risk, lower the potential return. Investors demand higher returns when they take higher risks. This is known as the risk-return trade-off. For example, government bonds have low risk and low return, corporate bonds have moderate risk and moderate return, equity shares have high risk and high return. So, before investing, investors must analyze how much risk they can bear and what level of return they expect. Now let us learn how to measure risk and return. Measurement of return can be done in two ways. First, actual or historical return. This is based on past data. Formula: return equals current price minus purchase price plus dividend divided by purchase price. Second, expected return. This is the return that an investor hopes to earn in the future. It is the weighted average of possible returns. Formula: expected return equals sum of probability of each return multiplied by its return. For example, if there is a 50% chance of earning 10% return and 50% chance of earning 20% return, then expected return equals 0.5 times 10 plus 0.5 times 20 equals 15%. Now measurement of risk. Risk is measured by how much the actual return deviates from the expected return. There are two main statistical measures of risk, variance and standard deviation. Variance shows how far the possible returns are from the expected return. Higher variance means more uncertainty or more risk. Standard deviation is the square root of variance. It is the most common measure of total risk. Higher standard deviation means higher risk. Lower standard deviation means more stable or less risky investment. When an investor holds more than one investment, it is called a portfolio. In a portfolio, overall risk can be reduced through diversification because not all investments move in the same direction at the same time. This concept is known as risk diversification. To summarize, risk and return are the two sides of the same coin. Return motivates investors to take risk and risk determines how much return an investor should expect. Smart investors always try to balance both by choosing investments that match their risk tolerance and financial goals. Remember, no risk, no return, but wise risk gives wise return. Thank you for listening to this lecture on concept of risk and return. Please like, share, and subscribe to Success Studio for more MBA and finance lectures.